Alrighty, everybody, how's it going? We're going to get started with some Fortnite, play a few games. We're probably not going to be able to play very much before the next dev stream that comes on for Dead by Daylight. Since it's supposed to come on at 1, yeah, we're probably not getting very much in. But after that, we'll start playing again. Okay. But yes, I am streaming before I go to work in a little bit. Yeah, so let's get started. Reveal time. What up, motherfuckers? Surprise, motherfucker. Hey, hey, hey. Alright, here we go. There we go. Just the way we supposed to like it. Let's play solo. Because I do have a solo YOLO. Meh. Meh. Still, I see no panda in the item, or the, what you call it, the item shop. Isn't that some shit? Dude, we're gonna get one game in. It starts in like 10 minutes. Okay, well, that's okay. We'll get one game in. Leah, miss you, bro. I miss you too, bro. I miss you too. Well, Leah, that's nice of you to drop in. I missed you too, though, seriously. Yeah, I understand. I've been working crazy too. Been working like left and right. That's all I do now is work. I mean, I still find time to do this, but I just been working a lot. I don't do this as much, or as much as I would like to. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, though, seriously. Even though I know you're, you know, like you said, probably about to go to work. Yeah, but we're gonna be doing some horror movies. We're gonna be doing some horror games soon. So if you have time, you know, since I know you like to watch that kind of stuff, now would be a good time to make time for it. But I understand if you can't because of work and all. Like I said, you know, everybody's busy, you know, living their lives and doing what they need to do, you know. So I completely understand. Let's go to the movies. I think we gotta like be top 50 this game. Jesus. Come on, somebody be here. Just somebody, please. Was that a... Who dares enter my chamber? Come on. How's he not dead? I will never know, but... How's he not dead? I know how I died, but how did he not die? Nah. He knew I was there too. That's the bad part about it. I played like a little bitch up there. Like a bitch. I'm gonna play another game. We're going back to the same spot. I played really good yesterday, so we need to build upon that and play good. Because if I don't play good, then everything that I've done up to this point has been for nothing. And my self-worth will be 0. And my self-esteem will be low. So we have to do good today. For some reason, if you guys notice, like the first game, it's always usually the first one game or second game, like we normally have really bad issues with lag. But then after that, it kind of stops. Like, right now, the game's performing really smoothly. Yeah, much better. But for the first game or two, normally it, like, messes up. As far as, like, how fluid and smooth it is. I don't know if that's, like, the servers or, well, you know, what the case may be. Y'all want some apple pie? Is that, like, a tail coming out of the pie? I just now noticed that. There's a rat or a squirrel tail coming out of the pie. Want some squirrel? Oh shit, I'm gonna be short. Somebody. You took my kill, you asshole. No, it's okay. Check out the trees. It's fall. Ooh, hell yeah. I'll be taking one of those. We got a long way to go, man. And a short time to get there. I'm gonna see about getting a mini, or some minis, I should say. What do we got here? I kind of want that. Kind of want that bolt action, even though it does take forever to load up. Now let's just go ahead and drink this so we can get that med kit. You dig? You know, I could get a bunch of metal right here. I didn't even look to see what the metal was. Yeah, that's boring. We need to go. Might be a chest over there by the tree. Destroy everything, lead the fence and build it. What? Oh, somebody's been here. I don't like that. Are you in here, the bush? Top 50 already, boys. And I haven't even done anything. Yeah, seriously, look at this, though. I've been in the game 5 minutes. We're already down to 27 people. Jesus. Jesus Christ. Uh-oh. That means Dead by Daylight's on. Oh, no. I'm gonna miss the first part of Dead by Daylight. Back over here, you little bastard. We're not done, not yet by a long shot. Fuck he go? He's good. Not cool, man. Not cool. He knows what he's doing. That's not even doing anything, is it? Yep. Well, it did me a favor. What was that? I wasn't even a sniper. Wasn't even a hunting rifle either. I don't know. Alright, let's watch some DBD. I put 2 alarms on. How stupid of me. I guess I thought the first one wouldn't get the job done. That guy knew what he was doing, but my god, like, what was that hunting rifle? It didn't sound like a hunting rifle. What was that, you think? Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I upgraded Discord, so you guys are gonna have to go back to Discord, and what you'll have to do is click on the README, welcome README emote, like it's in the emotes or beginning of the welcome me. Let me look at it. It is under welcome README channel. It's at the top of the page, and what you have to do is you have to click on that channel, and at the bottom there's going to be 3 different emotes. One for Fortnite, one for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and one for Dead by Daylight, because those are the 3 games that I primarily play. What the fuck is this? I didn't play. Anyway, so when you go in there, you have to click on one of the emotes. If you want to just look at Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links channels or one over the other, you click on the emote that is corresponding to, and when you do that, it's going to show you guys all those channels in the Discord. But if you want to see all of them, then you will click all 3 emotes, and then it will show you every emote or every channel within the Discord that I have set it up. So that's how that's working. Let's go over and see what Dead by Daylight. We might play another game actually, just in case they are not talking about anything important at the moment, because it just started. Let me see what they're talking about. Let me see.
Game itself, or just in general.
Here, we'll go to it. It looks like important stuff. All right, let me turn you guys on to it. 1 second. Here we go.
survivors facing each other, sipping tea together and shit. But
guy's funny.
You don't also have these zones where you stab a one hook and then you can just stay in that corner and stay slugged forever, and the killer can't hook you.
He's gay.
So basically, you're working closely with designers. So
Yes.
that's super cool.
With McLean as well.
Yeah.
So so thank you for joining us.
Thank
Today, basically, we were supposed to have a video, so a Q&A video. Instead, we're doing a live stream because some stuff didn't work for the video. But we're here.
We're
Hi.
here. Hi.
So this is a prepared Q&A about specifically about
That guy's a
questions
dev
on
tester.
the PTB.
That's all he does.
So this is what we're
test
gonna
what the
talk
devs
about
do.
today. Let's start with the hot topics, guys.
Hot topics.
What about
Freddy.
decisive strike? Why was it not on the PTB? So I think we can still see
I think-
some images.
I think we've got something for this.
We do.
Oh, I think we had another one.
What almost
Yeah,
happened?
for the first
The
one.
first one. Yes.
Oh, yeah,
this
that's the
one.
This is yes.
Okay, there
See,
we go.
that explains everything.
Okay, so decisive strike.
That's what
all
I'm
right,
faced
so
with every
what
day.
almost happened?
Okay, yeah.
What did happen
Now we can talk about it.
on decisive strike here?
So, okay, that's enough, Claudette. That's enough. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have.
Yeah, we can
That
have
one.
the second. We're all ready, guys.
Okay,
All prepared.
This is perfect. This is fine. Okay, so decisive strike. This is something that
They spelled
we-
succeed wrong.
at one
Wrong.
point went as far as to promise would be in this patch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we did.
We did. I think I sat right here and promised that decisive strike would be in the mid-chapter
And
patch.
and then I repeated it
fucking
on
needs to be
forums, and we
nerfed.
answered a question about it, and we were like, yes, we are confident this is gonna come in the mid-chapter patch. So what happened?
Well, we put this into practice. We had the design in, we had most of the functionality in, we started playing with it, and it ran into problems.
Oh no.
So there were problems not only with the design, but also with the implementation of the perk in this form. So the problems that we ran into were that the perk in this form was still
Hold on, let me change the
not
title.
terribly accessible, which is that it doesn't fix the problem that, okay, you need to hit a
These are
great
the
skill
emails I was
check to
telling
do
you
it,
guys about.
which is okay if the reward is very great. But this is a version of Decisive Strike with a weaker reward. In fact, that was one of the problems. The perk feels unrewarding when used successfully. Usually you have to hit your hard skill check, and then you get a very exciting moment when you fly off the shoulder. You no longer have that. The perk had another problem in which it required a lot of organized teamwork to make the most
It's not
of it.
very loud.
We get a lot of complaints about the difference in feeling when you're facing a organized, say, Survive with Friends group compared to regular players, and this seemed like a perk that would really be targeted for the group players.
We can see McLean explaining all this. Now I think the thank you.
Now you can see me reading
Yes.
my notes.
Yes, then we can see.
We also ran into problems with animation for this new version of the perk. It didn't seem like a lot at first to say that you wouldn't drop the survivor, but in fact it required whole new sets of animation for essentially every single killer. Now we often do things that require new animation for every killer, but not necessarily for a single perk. And so after figuring that we weren't as hot about this design as we originally felt, and seeing how much work it would take to complete the perk in
That
this
sounds
state,
about
we
the second
decided
part.
We're not going to go.
They didn't
forward
want to do
with
the
this
work.
version.
So we tested this version.
We
though.
did.
Okay, and it was not reaching what we wanted for a result.
That's right.
So thank you for. Hopefully we're gonna.
Now
get
we're not
a
gonna
little bit
nerf
more
it.
Detail on this. On
That's what's going to
forums
happen.
soon.
Yeah, as soon as we have more details to share about what's happening with this perk, we'll share them. It is still like our #1 priority in terms of perk changes. So something is coming with Decisive Strike. It's going to come as soon as we can get it. And I'm really bummed out that we couldn't get it in time for this patch.
It's still on the top of the reworks,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Awesome.
They're going to put you back because they don't know what to do
second
with it.
Hot topic.
The other thing that's not in the patch.
The other
Freddy.
thing that's not in the patch. How about Freddy changes?
You dumb
I think we have something for that.
God.
darn.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
that
Okay.
sounds about right.
Thank you, Vos, for sure.
Yeah, that's okay.
Actually, I think we have something else for this.
Do we? Ah,
Been chasing
Yeah.
people in their dreams so
I mean,
long,
that
I forgot to
explains
taste my own.
No, wait,
Holy
no, that's wrong.
fucking
Okay,
shit!
Take that down. That's not right. Okay.
Oh
So
my
what's
god, I
happening
love
with
it.
Freddy is we're sticking with. It's still the next killer.
I
which you
love
can
it,
revisit.
man.
I'm not sure if we ever explicitly said it was going to be in this patch,
No,
but it's very
But-
understandable considering the pattern that we've had so far. Freddy is the next one to get one of these reworks.
About
I'm
time.
super excited about it.
Me too.
does that mean any other killer will not receive any other changes in the meantime?
Oh, we can't rule out small tweaks here and there, but no one's getting one of these big patches.
They're not getting reworked,
until
yeah.
Freddy.
So yeah, it's understandable that people thought it was coming for mid-chapter.
Yeah.
It was never announced to be, and but yeah, since we had reworks like Trapper, Hag, Wraith, so it felt like it was going to be one at every single patch.
Yeah.
It is not the case, sadly. But yeah, this is the reason why Freddy was not included in the mid-chapter patch.
I would love it if it were, but it's not.
Yes. What we said was the next in line for a rework.
Yep.
All right. That was a question we had on the forums. I know Jeff brought a little image for it. This was a question we had in a forum. A lot of quality of life changes.
Yeah. Well, basically, the question was asking if we were ever planning on putting add-ons in the HUD somewhere while you're in-game. And so for people who are not on the PTB or cannot be on the PTB, I grabbed the screenshot so you can see. Now you can go in-game and never wonder which add-ons you have. They will be shown in the HUD.
That's actually good. I like that.
Yes, that's awesome.
You'd think you'd be surprised.
Other changes for
I'm okay
quality
with
of
that. You'd be
life,
surprised how many
there
times
was
you
also
forget
a
what you're
big,
actually using.
color change for the flashlight.
And plus, that
right,
will help
yes.
out.
I don't think
That's
we've
gonna
got any
that's gonna
flashbacks
help
for that.
out like what you like as a killer, especially Survivor. You know, it'll help, but especially for killers because you'll be surprised how often you forget what you're actually using within a game, what add-ons you have equipped.
Blind effect itself.
So it's gonna
Just
help
don't-
killers especially on what they like and what they don't like
or anything like that.
moving forward.
It's just that now the beam is going to provide a lot more feedback about where you are in the process of blinding a killer, and the blind effect on the killer or survivor, if you drop a firecracker, is going to be different. It's not going to burn your eyes out if you're sitting in a dark room anymore. In fact, it's kind of dark and spooky. So check it out.
Yes.
All right. Do they
all
got?
thank
They
you
must
for-
have a
for
PTB
this.
or something.
So there was a lot of question about why did we change NOED and botany knowledge? So why were there
What?
changes to the other tiers?
Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff.
He's like, what did
I'm
I
talking
do?
about the values and what's wrong in the patch notes or in the game versus the patch notes.
That's fair. I believe there was an issue.
McLean will explain why they were changed,
Yeah.
but I'm only going to say that in the patch notes, you'll find the correct values. On the PTB right now, there's a bug where you're seeing the wrong values, so it's still showing NOED as being 6%, but it is not. The right value for Tier 3 NOED is 4%.
4%.
For botany knowledge, the values that you see on the PTB, on the tooltip description, is not the right one. The right
Dude,
ones are
they're
in the patch
nerfing the
notes.
shit out of NOED.
So why
yeah.
did we change them?
Yeah,
Well,
why?
so the actual changes that we made to hex no one escapes death were just to even out the differences between the levels. Since the defining feature of that perk, I think everyone agrees, is the one-shot mechanic. It makes sense to just put that on all the levels and then find something else to increase in power as the perk increases in level. We went through a lot of different iterations, and unfortunately some incorrect values got put into the descriptions of the perk. So it says 6%, which would be like for the top rank. We didn't want to increase the power of NOED in any way. We kind of wanted just to leave it alone for now.
Right.
So it accidentally got a description of 6% extra speed at the top
Sounds
end.
like a typo.
Which is wrong. In the game and in the patch notes, it says 4%. Or sorry, in the game's like files, it actually does 4%, but the description says 6. So anyway, sorry about that. It'll all be cleared up soon. And I think botany knowledge. In fact,
Yeah,
I think we've got some slides for this. There we go.
Yes.
Awesome. Botany knowledge also has an incorrect description. These are the new numbers. 11, 22, and
So botany knowledge
43%
slows down bleeding.
extra healing.
I didn't know
That
that.
is a buff.
Is that a Is that a buff?
So everyone get out there and heal.
Yeah.
Well, which is also a good segue for the next question.
Yeah.
Healing changes. So healing and recovery changes.
Yeah.
Which is under slugging changes.
Slugging.
Basically, we were like, yeah, we're looking into, nerfing self-care. But at the end, we didn't touch self-care. We touched the entire healing.
Yep.
So what were the thought behind that?
Well, let's bring up the numbers, and I'll talk about it while we do that. All right. So what we ended up doing was a adjustment of a bunch of numbers in the game.
You motherfuckers.
Was to try to extend matches a bit by having survivors do things other than generators.
Thank you.
Because there is a general. I'll go so far
Okay,
as to
so
say a general
okay.
consensus
Yes.
that
Heal
that
time's going to be
matches can
12
go too
seconds to
fast
16 seconds.
when
Yes.
survivors
But they are going to be
laser
mangled
focused
less.
on their objectives. They're not doing anything wrong by doing the
Mangled
generators.
would
It's
take
what's
healing from
expected of
16
them.
to 20 seconds.
So,
Oh,
Still, there's
yes.
this feeling that they can go too fast. Not enough interesting things can happen in a game.
Recover cap. Okay,
So,
increase charges.
in order to get
Reflect the
games to
change
last
in.
longer,
Okay.
without just extending generator time, because I don't think many people would like that. We're looking at different ways, quick ways, because there's really cool, exciting stuff coming in the future. But in the meantime, what can we do to
Extend the
extend
game.
the length of a game in an organic fashion without
Right.
going to generators? And one of the things we looked at was having killers be able to apply more pressure on survivors by making healing take longer. So a
Yes.
killer can
That way you're
through
getting
regular
points
gameplay hit
when
survivors, and it's going to
you're getting points to body block somebody to get on the hook. So why not make them like earn it when they get hit, so it takes longer for them to actually heal themselves or heal somebody else. So you're earning the points already. Like you see, people don't care if they get hit because it just takes a second to heal anyways.
So
that's good.
How should they be changed to reflect this? The top one was mangled. We don't want healing time to be able to get multiplied out into infinity with all kinds of stacking effects.
Sure.
So we took
Yeah.
mangled down a little bit. It
Makes
also comes
sense.
out to some nice even numbers, 16 to 20 seconds. Very
I
satisfying.
respect that.
Things like the med kits and their add-ons, we went in and adjusted the number of charges. So don't worry, your brown med kit can still heal you. It's been adjusted to 16 charges.
It just takes longer.
It just takes longer,
Okay.
exactly.
A lot of people saw the recover change,
Yep.
the 85% to 95,
Yep.
as a nerf to the slugging technique. Honestly, so I was seeing it that way too until I get a lot of explanation there. So what changed? Like
I think the speed to
in the-
get
in the,
healed is going to take speed slower,
total
even though from
time
85 to
does it take
95.
from
Let me
someone
hear
that
what they
is
say
down to
though.
someone that is up.
So before these changes, if I remember correctly, and I should have brought these numbers with me, so you're going to have to bear with me,
Yeah.
it would take about 25 and a bit seconds to recover from 0 to 85%.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, after this patch, it will take about 30 and a bit seconds to get from 0 to 95.
Okay. So 30 seconds, and then the 5% that's left is like
0.8 seconds.
okay. So 31 seconds, give or take, for a full recovery and save. And then before it was 25 seconds plus give or take
About
2 seconds.
1.8.
It's still a nerf though.
So it is longer now than it was before.
Yeah, all in all,
It's still a
it'll still
nerf.
take longer from the point that you down someone for them to get back up.
Yeah,
is
but once they
slugging
get,
being nerfed? I wouldn't
oh
say
my
so.
god!
Maybe overall, if you consider
Don't
that
piss
it
in
is
my
gonna be a
face
bit
and tell
easier
me
to
it's
get somebody
raining,
off the
dude.
ground.
But you're gonna have to wait
But they
longer,
have to wait
so
longer.
killers have a longer time to do other things.
Exactly.
Okay.
We're really trying to encourage some more dynamic play with
I
this.
just want to see what they're saying.
We do like the bold going in to get the guy on the ground, but there's still a lot of value in knocking someone down. You're still going to get a good 30 seconds at least time out of that where they're not doing anything useful, and other people are going to be wasting time trying to get to them.
Awesome. Well, thanks for clarifying all this for us.
You're welcome.
I kind of agree with what they said
Oh,
about the recovery.
lots
That's
of,
great,
feedback
but
on
because slugging, believe it or not,
spirit
is a
cells.
strategy,
Yeah.
man.
Where?
It is a strategy, whether you
There's
want to
been some
believe it or
changes to
not.
this on the PTB.
Yes. So what happened right there?
The PTB version still has bugs in it, by the way, because it's a PTB.
Yeah.
The patch notes mentioned a lot of things that we want to do, but are not actually on the PTB.
Most of those things had been done, and had been done past the point that the things that are going to be in the PTB needed to be done.
Yeah, so it didn't make it on,
Yeah.
but we still mentioned it,
Yeah.
which is, you know.
So for example, the sound she makes right now when she's on Spirit World is still directional in PTB,
Yes,
and
on
it's
the
not
PTB
supposed
it
to
is.
be at the end, right?
No, it is
Okay.
not. Right now, on the builds that we have internally, the spirit is wonderful. She's lovely. I love her. But no, you don't. The sound is non-directional anymore, so you can't. I was actually I was testing this morning.
Good.
Actually, and it was disorienting. because
Yes.
You just heard something, but you didn't know where she was.
That's
It's
good.
great.
It's non-directional
And there are
now.
more
It's
changes
not like the
coming to that.
Huntress.
I don't
That's
know if
what-
I can say this, but I'm going to say it. The footsteps while she's phase walking, survivors will no longer hear her footsteps because right now, if she's phase walking and we remove the sound of the I call it the haunting sound, survivors could hear her footsteps.
Okay.
But now footsteps are completely silent, which adds to this layer of you don't know where she is.
Nice. Yes.
So she's even more stealthier, actually.
Yes.
She's stealthier than
Yes.
she
Nice.
was before.
Yes.
Awesome.
And
Ooh,
can we
man, I'm
mention
getting
the thing
excited.
we mentioned yesterday, the purple. Can we talk about
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And to top it all off, for you freaks out there who want to be
You
completely
freaks?
silent,
Woo!
Out there.
I mean,
I'm a freak.
Baseline spirit is pretty cool, you know. But
I guess I want to be a
For the
freak
ones
because
that
I want to
wanna
be
take it
silent.
to
I
the
want to be
next
like a
level,
fucking ninja in there.
The prayer beads bracelet, the very rare add-on, has been reworked to not only diminish the sound of the haunting.
Yeah,
but
that
to
needed a
completely
rework.
remove it. So there would be no sound
Because it wouldn't do
in
anything.
tear radius or out tear radius. There's just zero. You don't hear anything.
Ooh,
So
that
you
pair
don't
beads is
know
going to be
when she's
nice.
in the spirit world. All right.
That's good. You don't know that she's
That's
haunting.
gonna be crazy.
Yep.
Um,
Shit's about to get
All right,
real.
next question about the Chaser emblem, because we had a lot of feedback on the Chaser emblem.
Been waiting for this one.
Yeah, you've been waiting for this one.
This guy
Jeff
knows
made
what's
us
up.
a
He's a
very,
tester.
very beautiful
Don't judge my art skills.
schematic of how it goes. So, Chaser emblem around the hook. So, what we understand from the patch note right now is that, wait, as a killer, I'm gonna get punished for being around the hook now.
Damn.
What
What?
is it with that?
It's not actually the case. You won't actually be punished. There are some conditions that weren't mentioned
This
in
depends
the
on
patch notes. So
if a
as
killer's
you can see
currently
over here,
or there
this is
are
on a
one or
60
more
meter,
other survivors
proximity.
within. Get
threshold.
the hook?
Yes.
I don't get it.
If you are closer to the hook within 8 meters of it, the penalty is very, very big. And if you're between 8 and 16 meters, it's less important, but there's still a penalty. And then there's also the fact that, you know, a lot of people were saying, well, what happens if people, if the survivors are hook diving and they're, you know, just staying around
Yes.
the hook?
So basically, people thought they were gonna be punished for something they had no control over.
Yes, but that's not the case. If another survivor is within 16 meters of the hook and you are as well, there is no penalty applied.
Okay.
And this is also the case for the last survivor who's alive. Like everyone else is dead and you hook the last one. He's just struggling. You will not get. a
I'm not
penalty.
following this
So
too
if
much,
you're
but
nodding in front of the hook, or if you're you know like
Nodding.
placing a trap and running into it just for fun,
You're good.
you're good. You're not getting
Good.
Are you
punished
watching
for
me
being.
play?
I've seen a lot of people. It actually makes like the survivor life very funny. I like when killers do that.
Yeah.
Anyways, on this, I think we had
Yeah, the 60-meter
the 16
range.
meter range
can-
image. So,
so
this is
over
beautiful.
here,
cool.
This is from I don't know, half an hour ago. As you can see, there's a Dwight near the hook on the left, and on the right of the picture, you see the spirit, and that's the distance that you have to be to not get a penalty at all. Like if we're talking about the limit of 16 meters, this is what 16 meters looks like.
so you want to be?
and then
I'm
in the next
confused. Do you
picture,
want to be like
You can
past
see,
16 meters? Gucci.
Alright, so let's ignore the spirit on the right side. Let's just think of the killer and the survivor as being within the 16 meters. You're fine. This is what I mean. Like if you're around the hook and another survivor is there as well, you will not get a penalty.
I just
at all.
wonder exactly what this is for. Is it for like trying to
Okay.
keep
So,
people
for example,
from
'cause we're gonna, I think we still need
saving
some
somebody's
examples.
too fast, or what
So
exactly
I hooked someone
is
as killer, and,
reasoning for this?
Survivor is hiding behind
What are they
the
trying to
wall.
prevent
And
here?
while I'm going away, I see him, and obviously I'm like, hey,
What
I'm
up,
not
sir
gonna
guy?
give it for free. So I start chasing.
came in at a
them
good time,
around the
dude.
hook. Am I penalized?
They're doing like
So
the
you're not.
mid-patch,
This is like the condition is
talking
really,
about the mid-patch
so there's a hook,
notes
and
here.
then are you within 16
Mid-chapter
meters? Yes.
patch.
Is the survivor within 16 meters? Yes. Then you're not penalized.
Okay.
That's how it is.
If I go outside the 16-meter range,
Brady's going to be
and there was no
getting
survivor
a
around,
rework
and then I see
next
someone
next
run in
patch.
from behind
Can't wait.
and turn around and go chase that person, then do I get penalized?
Well, that depends. How does the movement work?
I don't know. Do you want me to draw you? an image?
Draw it in the stand here.
Everybody was outside of the 16 range.
Yeah.
Everybody's going back in.
Yeah.
Am I getting penalized
No,
as killer?
as soon as
I
you
don't
both
think
get
so.
within the 16 meters of the hook, there's no penalty.
Okay.
The penalty really only applies if you are alone within 16 meters of the hook.
Okay. Alone.
So you want to be you don't want to
There
be
is a
within
good
16
question in
meters.
chat,
I don't know
which is
what
whether
exactly
the
trying to
killer will be
prevent though,
notified
but
this is happening.
you
Good
got
question.
to
in the
get
game
penalized. You
right
have to be
now,
within
there are
16
no
meters of the
notifications
hook
for
when somebody gets
emblems,
hooked
during
by
the match.
yourself.
What there is, which is pretty recent, I think it was just last patch.
You know what? Let me.
We added entries in the emblem descriptions. When you mouse over them, they tell you a breakdown of how you gained and lost points. And there ought to be an entry that'll say something along the lines of, you lost this many points because you were sitting near a hook while there were no
That'd
other
be
survivors
good.
around.
Yeah.
So you know.
So you'll know after the game if it penalized you for camping, essentially.
Okay. So
Basically camping
for
people on the
strategies
hook.
For people who are putting on Insidious, for example, and they want to stand right next. Well,
Unfortunately, that means you're not a very good chaser. So
so
your
you're putting
chaser
your
is going to be
so you're
penalized.
putting your strategy on something else.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
Why do you think it
for
should be
this.
8 meters?
Let's go to the next one.
16
Sabo
meters
and
is not
hook
that
count.
much.
Yes.
So Sabo's a big thing.
But I understand what you
yeah,
mean.
Well, it hasn't been. I think lately it's been pretty niche.
Yeah.
Part of the plan that we were talking about earlier was getting survivors to do more of the other things in the game. Sabotage is a tricky one because it can very easily go overboard, and nobody likes
But
the games.
the thing
where
is,
there's
though, if you're
absolutely no
not by
hooks
yourself,
and
if
everybody
there's another
dies
guy
on the
within
ground.
16 meters, you're not getting
There was a
penalized.
reason
So
for the introduction of the hook respawn.
Yeah.
Because full Sabo squad, and then when you were getting caught, it was just slugging. So it was.
But
getting
I'm gonna
gameplay
like the
not
fact
really
that
interesting
at the
for
end of the
both
game
sides.
it tells you
So
if you
how
got
are we
penalized or
gonna make
not
this
for
interesting with the
certain
new
things
Sabo?
that
Right.
you did
Well,
during that
sabotage
game.
isn't changing
I think that would be
dramatically.
good.
We're just sort of pushing people a little bit in the direction of doing it more. There are a couple of
Sabotaging's okay with me,
one of
even
them
though
was revisiting
I
some
don't like
old
my
mechanics
teammates
that
doing it,
probably
like you,
didn't
sir,
need to
guy.
exist
But
anymore.
I'm okay with it when people
on
sabotage when I'm
toolboxes,
playing as killer because
There is a
that means they're
mechanic
not doing
that
the
makes it burn
objective.
more charge if you use the toolbox for sabotage compared to repair.
They're not gonna
And
they're
that
gonna
made
change
a lot
that
of sense when sabotage was permanent.
at the time. Yeah.
When we're
Now they're
looking
gonna
at
change
now,
it
we
back.
say, well, sabotage is temporary. We probably don't need
I agree
such
with this.
harsh restrictions.
I
on
agree.
those toolboxes.
Before they made it to where when you sabotaged a hook, it took a lot of charges out of your toolbox. That's back when sabotaging was permanent and Saboteur allowed you to get away with it longer. But now they're going to change it back, which I completely agree with.
Everything, the sabotage is temporary. Your position is revealed when you break a hook.
Sorry.
It's all right. Please don't die.
Things under control.
So, and then to follow up on that,
I didn't hear what they
For
said about
Saboteur.
that, but that's a good point. If three gens are really, really close
previously gave you
to each
extra
other,
use out of your toolboxes,
and you get
they're not
hooked by
gonna need
those
it
three
anymore.
gens, I don't
So
know.
we ripped that piece of text right out, and we thought, what can we put as a nice little boost for people who want to sabotage?
Yeah.
So we put in a little bit of.
This is you, sir, guy. Listen up.
Back
You're
in the
right.
day,
I know what you meant.
Originally, when the game came out, sabotaged items remained sabotaged the whole game. Then we came in later and
Yeah.
added the fact that hooks will regenerate after 3 minutes.
Thank God.
So the new Saboteur perk will increase the amount of time that something stays sabotaged for.
Right.
Now, I think the first iteration, the PTB, had an extra 60 seconds.
Something like that.
We toned it down to 30 in the most recent. So I'm not sure. I think the patch notes that were put up still say 60, but when it comes out, most likely it'll be the version that has 30 seconds on
I
it.
can tell you that in a second.
Well, okay.
We,
That's
we,
good.
we can go over maybe.
Well, let's continue
yeah.
while we're at it. So the other issue is that at the same time we finally got some tools, which you and Matt Walker were working on.
I'm listening. I'll be right over here.
Well, I'm not working on the tools.
Whoa.
Just we're working with the tools. Yes.
Fair enough.
Working with tools.
To better control the density of hooks on a map. Do you want to tell us some stuff about that?
I can try. I mean,
you can do it, Jeff.
I can try. I can do it. So basically, if you go and play on the live servers, we actually looked at the data yesterday, and we got some numbers. And I'll just take the worst one because it's so bad.
Yeah.
But basically, the maps on live have a set or one specific number of hooks that they have to spawn. So, for instance, on I think it was Grim Pantry or the Pale Rose, there were 21 hooks.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
21
a lot.
hooks. Yeah, so when you have two survivors facing each other on a hook, just kind of chilling there, this is the reason why we asked for this tool so that we can have a hook count that is not, terrible for the killer, but that isn't terrible for the survivor either.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we came in, and we're actually still tweaking the numbers. So what you see on the PTB might change, but it looks to me, and probably to others as well, that it's a better number for the health of the game. As far as the sabotage changes go, maybe it needs a bit more hooks, but I think it's going in the right direction.
So there was a question about the interaction between Sabo and Hangman's Trick.
Yeah.
So basically, that's a question.
I can answer that.
Yes.
So Hangman's Trick, the way that it works is it reduces the base amount, essentially. It reduces it from 3 minutes to 10 seconds. And then Sabotage is added afterwards. So
Okay.
if I have Saboteur and you have Hangman's Trick and I break your hook, it'll stay broken for 40 seconds.
Okay. Well, that's pretty short.
It is pretty short.
All right.
One of the reasons we felt comfortable pushing Sabotage more than we have in the past is that we believe there are a lot of tools for killers to fight that kind of strategy between Franklin's Demise and Hangman's Trick and Iron Grasp and Agitation. I don't think that Sabo squads will be able to completely take over the game. Every once in a while, if people aren't prepared, a well-timed Sabo squad might be able to come in and steal the game. And we're okay with weird things like that happening now and then. What we don't want is for that to become the meta, what you see every game, and I really, at this point, don't believe that will happen.
All right. I think also that with the change with the hooks, actually, having a better distribution means that killer needs to choose where he's gonna go.
Yes.
So it's kind of like more relevant to use Sabo in this case.
The way I compare it, or what I compare it to is pallets. Pallets are a resource. You don't go around and just throw them down. You have to think about it when you use them. Don't use the God pallet in the first minute of the game, please. God pallet is the shack pallet, by the way.
Yeah.
So hooks in this case with this change is exactly that. It's a resource that the killer has to think about. If I go and use this hook in that corner, well, if I slug or down someone in that corner, I can't hook them in there anymore. So I have to try to strategize which hooks do I want to keep and which ones do I not want to keep.
Because hard toxic campers
We're not
are
gonna
anywhere
talk about
between
the
2 and 8
dreaded,
meters.
Coldwind Farm
Oh yeah.
house. Anyways,
we don't talk about the dark
we
days.
don't talk about this.
The dark days.
All right, let's go over vaults because there was changes to the vaults, the survivor vaults, and let's forget about the very slow vault and talk more about the medium and fast vault.
Sure.
There's a medium?
Or medium vault, also called
Medium?
the slow vault of death.
The slow vault of death. So this is I find one of the confusing features of Dead by Daylight for a new player.
Yes.
You think, here's a window, I'm going to jump over it. Only in Dead by Daylight, you can do so in 3 different ways. Which
there was
is
only
even
2.
a departure from the other weird stuff we have, which you can do fast or slow depending on whether you're holding your run key, right? Shift for most of us on PC. On a window, you can go over it slowly and quietly, or quickly and loudly, or you can run at it like a maniac and fly through it.
Like a maniac.
So I think the community tends to refer to these as slow, medium, and fast vaults, except when they were going for a fast vault and didn't get it, in which case they always call it a slow vault, even if that's not what it is, but it's sure what it feels like.
Yeah.
So
true.
I'm actually going to call the fastest vault a running vault. I believe in the PTB, you'll see that there is a new, this is something I'm really excited about, even though it's a super minor change, is that there is a new prompt that appears. If you're going to hit the button and get a running vault, it will tell you. So if you've got really quick eyes, you're really paying attention, and you want to know how to time your vaults, you can actually watch for the change in the prompt. And if it says run vault, you can press your button and be confident
Very quick.
that you're gonna. I know it's
Oh my God, that's not good.
Well, if
For
you're running at
killers.
it from an angle and you're trying to do a maneuver, it's very quick. If you're running at it straight,
Yeah, you'll
then
see it.
you'll see it and it won't be a problem.
I think we have videos to show a little bit what we're
Yeah,
going
really,
on
what's
about,
this?
Well,
slow vault, fast vault.
So basically,
This is not from the PTB. This is from our work in progress. We can probably just let this run for a while if you want.
they're going to be
I'll
able to
explain
fast
what
vault
we
from
did for
anywhere.
vaults and why. Previously, we had a window vault mechanic, or rather
Where does it
a
say
mechanic
that?
to determine whether you get the run vault, which was based on quite a large number of factors.
That's a terrible
And it was
idea.
making it very difficult to get clear rules for level design, because we are getting very serious about level design reworks these days.
That's
and we
good.
need some metrics that we can rely on. For example,
This is
we
going
need
to change a
metrics
lot
like,
of things, though, man. Like,
there
if you
is
can fast
debris
vault from
within
anywhere,
1.5 meters of a window, you should not
I
be
mean,
able to
you're
window
going to have
vault it.
players that can fast
wait,
vault
so
every
this
time
is,
because that's just
right
being
now,
a good player.
What you guys are. Oh, this is the Jeff
This
vault.
is the
Okay,
infamous Jeff vault.
let's please tell everyone that we're not going back to vacuum vaults right now
We're
because the
not.
chat is going a little bit crazy.
You-
This is called the
Jeff Vault.
This
Jeff
is the
vault.
vault. This is a wonderful clip that really helped us work on the vault, because this is something we never want to see
I
happen.
disagree with
this
it
crazy
too, but
sliding run vault.
Thank you.
This should
So
never-
this is exactly what I was going
Yeah.
to. We are not going to do
just
this.
make a bigger turn so you
This
don't
was
slow
denied.
vault. I mean, like,
Thank you, Jeff.
This is what we
if
did
you
not
don't want to
want.
do a slow vault, then
So let's
correct
have
the angle.
other
But now
video
you're going to be able
maybe
to
while
do
we're
fast,
talking about-
fast.
There you go.
You don't have to do that
so on
anymore.
the PTB, this is using the mechanics that are in the PTB, even though I'm using a debug map here, so please, I apologize for the effect on one's eyes that this might have. This is me actually running through a bunch of tiles with the current mechanics, just to make sure that running vaults were possible.
Yeah, of course
on,
they're possible.
on there was a car crusher before. This is the 4 lanes. We're probably going to keep tweaking the values, but I just wanted to double check. I wanted to make sure that all these tiles were still fast vaultable. I'm going to back up a little bit about why we got into this. So we needed to get a simpler version that we could really accurately predict and build levels properly from. So that involved reducing the number of variables involved and getting a system that was simpler and easier to work with, which is what we came up with. That's in the PTB right now. The numbers that we're using to determine whether you can or can't running vault are still being tweaked. So this is with what's on the PTB
They're
right now.
buffing the ability to
some players are coming
basically
and telling me
fast
that,
vault
they
from anywhere they
couldn't,
want to.
Fast vault on the car crusher here, so I wanted to double check that you could. They were telling me that you couldn't do it very well on the shack or on the 4 lanes.
You
so
can
I
do
tested,
it. You
and it's
can
possible.
fast
However,
vault
just
from
because it's
anywhere in
possible
the
doesn't
game
necessarily mean
if
it's
you
good.
choose to. If you know how to
As
do
you'll
it.
see, I have to do a lot of dramatic turns here. You'd lose a lot of ground against a killer who's trying to cut you off to the window. So we are probably going to slightly tweak the numbers here and make it a little bit easier to get. The idea is not to ruin play on these tiles. We want it
Dude,
so that, a player
people
who's
know
very
how to
good,
do
has
semi-infinites
good timing and
already
knows which
with
direction to run these, can
what
still
they
get
have
their fast
available
vaults.
now. Now that
It's only
they
specific
are going to be able
tiles,
to do
like
fast
I have
vaults
another
every single
video.
time they
I
want
believe
to, it's going to be very difficult for killers
the window at the end of the
at
suffocation.
some
Yeah.
areas in the
This is a
game.
prime example of a window that we don't want to be fast vaulted from the outside.
Yeah.
So one side you won't be able to fast vault, and the other side, if you take it straight, you will be.
That's right. So you could fast vault out of this,
Right.
but you wouldn't be able to fast vault into it. So these debris here are stopping me from fast vaulting.
So never going to have a fast vault on this one,
Yeah,
on that side.
that's right.
Good.
All right. So that would apply also to, for example, the shoot and the game and the map.
Yes.
Game. Yeah. So,
Exactly.
What's that
so
blinking?
a little area like this, the Ironworks window
That's right.
also.
To get
So-
into the ironworks.
So windows will become, fast vaultable from one side and then not from the other. So
Yeah.
that's very interesting.
Not
actually.
every window, just specific windows. Like we're not trying. There's a lot of. Or how am I? Okay, let's put it this way. For most windows in the game, we're not looking to change how they work. We're really looking for specific windows. We want to be able
They
to set
should
out
fix
specific scenarios.
hatch
So
standoffs
we
too.
do want your feedback about this, about how these tiles feel to play after the change. You can tell us how it feels in the PTB, although the consensus so far has been that it's too restrictive, and we've been listening and still tweaking values with that. And it's something we're going to keep an eye on in the future.
All right. And then after some feedback, so let's go back to Huntress hatchets. So the reason why we're talking about Huntress hatchets today, even if it's been reverted, is I wanted to go back on why we did the change and why did we revert it, and what was the idea behind it, and what did it show us in a larger scale. So, hey guys, what's up with the Huntress?
Jeff, I think this started with you.
He's looking at the wall like, what?
Oh,
Taught me?
okay, sure.
That guy, it's so funny.
Hi, I'm the culprit.
This
So
guy
yeah,
knows how
I
to
have this
game is what it
tendency that I
is.
want to always help everyone and make the game better and improve it to the point where everyone's happy and you never get a toxic game. It's
Oh
just
boy,
really
I have
fun.
bad news for you.
You can never have a toxic game
For
here.
goodness sake. So the hatchet thing, it started with me browsing the forums, and I compile these things sometimes where, oh, I see one report, oh, I see two reports, oh, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth. And so with the hatchets, what I did see often is that you get like these weird hits where you question, the hunters. You're like, well, how did you hit me?
I was hidden behind this. Why did you hit
I was
my
behind
butt?
a tree. I was behind a rock. Behind a car. Well, car not applicable anymore really because we fixed them.
If they fix
but behind
this,
a tree. So
which
bugged
I
it,
agree with,
and,
they should
it
fix
was
some of
sent
these hits with the
to
hitbox of the
devs,
Huntress's
programmers,
hatchets.
and they looked into it, and
If they do
did
fix
a
this,
fix.
then
Yep.
they need to
And-
make it
and,
to where
yeah,
Huntress
probably-
gets a
I'll
buff,
talk a little bit about the
because
six that happened. So
like the
we
only
can bring
reason
up,
why I even do good with the
efficacy
Huntress is
and
because I get some of the
before
hits I don't
hitbox
need to
of
get.
the
But
hatchet. So this, we're revealing some internal secrets today. This is what the hatchet hitbox used to look like and looks like
it's
now.
a circle.
What you'll see in the very middle, there's a small red sphere. That's what collides with the environment.
So the red sphere in the middle.
Yeah. So that's what hits
Right.
walls. The sphere on the outside, that's what hits survivors.
Right.
So
See, if you notice,
Why
it's
is it
wider.
so large?
It's not just a hatchet; it's a circle. It's like a
there
circle
are-
coming
there
in.
are
That's why you
reasons
see those
it's so
hits.
large. We're gonna get to it.
That makes sense.
Now there are great performance advantages for having a sphere compared to other things. It's much simpler, easier to calculate, blah blah blah. But in general, this was working mostly. It led to some weird hits in certain circumstances.
I'm sorry, but Huntress throws hand grenades.
Pretty much. So the reason why survivors were getting hit in really weird ways is the spherical shape, such that you could easily hit with all that space to either side of the hatchet because it's a sphere. So when it came time to fix this bug, we said, okay, this was nice and simple and it mostly worked, but it's really causing these problems, which we're getting these reports about. So let's go ahead and get a realistic hitbox and give it a shot.
Yes.
There we go. So we changed it to this.
So that was the hitbox that
That's
got
more realistic.
so much feedback
Yeah.
when we changed it.
Yeah.
So I don't see anymore the little red thing. Is it
That's
still there?
No,
or-
that's just because of the way I took the screenshot.
Okay.
In fact, that's kind of an interesting point. When we put this out, I started getting feedback from players that they were able to do trick shots with the hatchet through all kinds of things, like a small hole, put it through. And I was asking myself if I was crazy because you could always do that. I think many people didn't try because they assumed that the hitbox was so big. They didn't realize there's a difference between the zone that can hit survivors and the zone that hits environment.
So there's the large round hitbox, or the yellow hitbox right here, is the one for hitting survivors,
Yeah.
and then the small one that was in the middle was the one for hitting environment.
Yeah.
So this is where the problem begins.
This is where the problem begins. And of course, the obvious solution, which is to use the same collision for both, resulted essentially in your hatchet being destroyed by environment everywhere you go.
One second,
so
guys.
if
I'll be
you
right
always
back.
wanted to have your hatchet destroyed
me
by
get
a
something to
tree a foot ahead of it, you would have liked this. Otherwise, you would not have enjoyed this at all. So what we ended up doing is we reverted this change because we were getting a lot of feedback from Huntress players. They were not having fun throwing hatchets anymore. We listened, put it back to the sphere, and but that's not the end of the story because this is still a real problem that we take seriously. Now, as many people in the chat have already figured out,
Yes.
congratulations, The problem has more to do with the survivor hitboxes and how they interact with the hatchet. We have a picture for this. So
Yes.
for those of you who are curious, here it is. Here is the survivor hitbox. And I'll tell a little story about why it is the way it is. This hitbox was concocted for the lunge attack, right? For your melee attack. Because this essentially what we're checking in Dead by Daylight is basically whether you were close enough.
Yes.
Because for those of you who have played peer-to-peer melee combat games like Dark Souls, you'll often find that it's trying to get the exact position of your weapon and the exact position of your opponent, and in a networked environment, it never works out. That's why you'll be facing your opponent in Dark Souls and you'll be swinging at him, and then all of a sudden he's behind you, backstabbing you. You're like, well, what the heck? But it looked fine on his end. So in Dead by Daylight, we're not trying to be quite so precise. There's a zone in front of the killer, and there's a zone for the survivor.
Sorry.
Running sausages. Nice. Okay, so there's a zone in front of the killer, there's a zone in front of the survivor. If you're able to overlap your zones, the game will say that you get a hit, and then we're going to move some people around to try to get as good looking a hit as we can. So this zone works pretty well for that.
So
It doesn't work quite so well when you're throwing a hatchet at it. I think we've got some video for this, actually. So it was working better with the sphere because the sphere makes up for some of the problems that the capsule gives us. As you can see, Dwight's head, is overlapping, so he's coming out of the capsule, but it doesn't really matter because your hatchet hitbox is big enough that if you hit his head, I missed. You're still gonna you're still gonna hit. On the other hand, there are still some unfair feeling hits. So we really dug into this and we said we know essentially what needs to be done. Survivor hitboxes for projectiles need to be adjusted. I don't have a timeline for that, but it's something we would really like to do. We don't want to dramatically change the way that the Huntress feels, but we would like to get hits to feel as fair as we can.
Okay. So, for example, the capsule explains a little bit while, when you're healing someone.
Yes.
And it's still over your head.
Yes.
So your head you don't see your head as that high, but you still receive the hatchet over your head, and then you get hit.
It's like the capsule doesn't adapt to, your character's stance.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you feel as a killer that you hit someone, but obviously you didn't hit his arm.
We
That
can
it's
also show the other
around.
video
Oh yeah, sure.
that shows, with the updated hatchets, that you couldn't hit the arm. Oh, there you go. This is my video with my beautiful Claudette.
Oh yeah.
So as you can see, I'm throwing the hatchet. This is the updated hatchet collision, and it
So
really
that was
shows.
just
All right, this is all they're talking about. We're going to move
and
on.
it really shows this issue that McLean was highlighting in his previous video, where the spear collision makes up for that
I really
area
don't
that's
care
not
about
covered
this.
by the survivor's capsule collision.
Yeah. So with the versions that we've put back, if your hatchet goes through the arm, the hitbox is going to be overlapping the capsule to the side, and you'll get your hit. This isn't perfect, so there's still stuff to do here.
This is kind of making me worried, though, man. Like,
crouching doesn't work against Huntress.
Crouching works. It has always worked.
It has
here's
always
the
worked,
deal.
yeah.
When you crouch, you have a different hitbox. It shrinks your hitbox.
yeah.
However, things like healing or action or repairing a generator, things that cause your character to look smaller, currently do not. That is also on the wish list. Because making a new collision detection for projectiles, that's a big deal. Adding something to shrink capsules when you're doing certain actions is more reasonable. So we would probably see that as a first step to fixing unfair looking hits, so that you wouldn't get hit if you're crouched over healing, you wouldn't get hit in the air a foot above your head. Things like that would probably come first.
So, all right. Well, that was everything for questions for us today. I hope that you guys, thank you for showing up to the live stream. I hope that you guys had good answers to the PTB questions. There was a lot of them. Thank you to Jeff for showing up. I know it was very stressful for you. You did awesome. Guys, can you have
Thanks, Jeff.
some love for Jeff in the chat? Come on. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So on this, I don't think I have like a word of the day
I do.
or any. Oh, there we go.
Play the spirit.
Oh, that's
And even more so when the mid-chapter comes out. It's going to be great, I'm telling you. Trust
Oh,
me.
I can't wait.
Well, I do have an idea. Every day, try to do something that you're not comfortable.
Oh, shit. That's a
Again,
good one.
thank you so much to the mods and to François and Bjorn for helping us. We will see you next week for a panel, a live panel. Thank you for showing up and have a good week. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Suck it. Don't forget to suck it. Well, thanks for wasting my time. Just kidding. No, that was actually pretty good. Wasn't that bad. Bang, 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 bang. Time to change the title back. Dude, I haven't ate nothing all day. I didn't even eat dinner last night. I fell asleep early. So, I'm starving. I just feel like chilling with you guys and hanging out. Let's see. Oh, I gotta get this 3 times. I'll tell you what, let's play like, act like we're playing, but we're not really gonna play. We're gonna go in a corner and not do anything. Well, we might mess around a little bit. Have you guys ever like not ate anything in a really long time, like 2 days or something, or it's been a long time since you ate something, and then you eat something and you can feel your stomach absorb the food? Like, that's what I feel right now in my stomach. So good. Fuck it, we're going in. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, this game. Alright. That fucker didn't even move like I did. I thought I was gonna kill him. This game's stupid, I swear. Just retarded. That's fine. No, let's play for real. I love this game. At least give me the one kill. This game's fun when you play with friends, but I don't know. It's getting to the point where I only want to play with friends now. Like, there's only so much fun you can have playing by yourself. Unless you're just straight up dominating. At least that's how I feel. Dude, I was tired of getting like blindsided. It's pissing me off. Getting blindsided. I'd be like facing one guy and then another guy would be shooting at me. That is really annoying. Not having a good session here, am I? I'm about to just go to playground. Jesus Christ. It doesn't, like, sometimes you just have those, I don't want to call them days. Sometimes they can last as long as days, but sometimes you just, like, have really, really bad sessions at like a game like this right here. Like Dead by Daylight can be one of them, but really FPSs, you're gonna have games like that where you screw up and nothing seems like it's going right. You know what I mean? And right now I feel like that is happening to me. Like no matter what decision I choose, like it's always the wrong one type of thing. I don't know. It's not going to be a long session anyways. Like I told you guys, I got to go to work here in a little bit, so it's not going to last that long unless it just kind of goes into tonight, but I'm hoping by the time I get back tonight that it's kind of like gotten better. I normally don't go here. This is gonna be a tough one. Need to get the SMG again. I kind of messed up when I left it back at, or not the SMG, but the pump. I need to find another pump because I've been working. That's the whole reason I'm doing what I'm doing now with the keybinds, is to get better with the pump. So, and then just switch over to the SMG whenever I'm done with that. So, let's use this. I gotta know what he's doing for sure. Alright, next game I'll lose, I am going to Playground. Which will probably be this game. There's only one winner. It's really tough to win a lot of games. Or win, you know. Like, some people make it look easy, but man, I don't know how good, like, how they get so good so fast. But then again, the game has been out for a while, so. How long has the game been out? It's been out for what, a year or so? The guy was really, that last guy was really good. Like, he knew where I was at too. Even from when I was like running on the bottom. I'm just gonna stop using like fucking my mouse keys altogether, because I really feel like it's just hindering me from being a better player. I don't have any more. Oh my god, I didn't have any fucking wood. I didn't even realize that. Not even one. I'm so dumb. Oh my god. They made characters with skirts in this game. I still find that funny. What did I think was here? There's nothing here. Oh god. I thought that this was like the what you call it? The Viking. I thought it was that mountain up there. I went to the wrong mountain. Whoops. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I didn't have any wood last game. I didn't even, I thought I had like, I thought I picked up wood, so I thought I had 30. But I didn't. Trying to get used to the shotgun again, the pump, so I'm trying to get away from, unless it's a heavy or maybe a blue, I'm trying to get away from the attack. Like, altogether. If I can help it. I think overall it's going to make me a better player if I don't like rely on the tactical. I really feel like the devs are going to bring back the double pumping, possibly. I wouldn't be surprised if they did or didn't, or if they did. But not to say that they're going to. I just feel like I can see them bringing it back. You know what I mean? I hear everybody talk about wanting it back, so like right now I feel like I have to grab that weapon. But if it wasn't, I kind of wished I wouldn't have found it, just so I could work on my pump skills. Everywhere I turn I see another tactical. Alright, there we go, perfect. I think after this I'm going to go to playground. Came here. I only have a what you call it, an AR. I mean, I could have got one back there, but let's see if I can get one right here. Somebody left behind because I really need an AR. Why would you build that in the pool? I'm not sure. Feel like I should get that. Might be a scar or something in there. Somebody there? There are. Where'd he go? I think he left me. What do you think? I had no idea where he went. These guys not have, must not had any kind of what you call it, material. Somebody behind him. Could have won that. Could have won that. Hell, the hell's coming to me anyways because the circle is coming my direction. All I had to do is wait. Damn. God, I'm getting sick of fucking not finishing, dude. You know, not finishing has costed me so many games, brother. How do you go with the normal outfit? Oh, you gotta go empty. That's what it is. Let's go empty. I'm gonna go common. The common outfit here. Because that's what I deserve, guys. I don't deserve to have all this cool shit. I deserve to be normal. And until I start to play better like I think I should be, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just use normal outfits. I can't remember the last time I was in a common outfit.
Você fala aí?
This is weird. I just really want, what you call it, an AR. That's it. Preferably not a burst, unless it's blue. Jeez, man, this is getting difficult. An AR. Thank you. I gotta see something. I'm about to change, I'm about to change my stairs to something else. I'm just playing with her because I don't deserve to play with anybody else because I'm sucking. I'm not playing very good. Damn it, dude. Why is it not laying down the floor like I want? God damn it. See, I have been using, you haven't been here when I've been doing these sessions like the past 2 days. What I'm doing, and I've learned something since I've been playing like the past 2 days, I can actually be faster with the keyboard than I can with the mouse buttons. And the reason for that is, Sir God, is because, I'm just kind of messing around. But the thing is, like, when you lay down something like this or this, you have to click it to put it down as you kind of like you fire. I'm using the mouse. Well, the buttons on the mouse, you know, at least for me, at least, like when I'm building, it's harder to like click it. Oh, I heard somebody. Well, anyways, basically it's easier for me to do this with the keyboard. For some reason. I don't know what it is. That's difficult though. I've been teaching myself how to do a double build or a triple build with wall, stairs, and floor. Want to see something cool? Check this out. A little technique I learned the other day. A lot of people don't know that. You can build a roof or whatever it's called, and let me see. I'm supposed to build that, boom, boom, boom. For some reason, it's not laying down the floor. I must not be doing something right, or my timing's off. But the thing is, I still have to get better at editing. My editing skills need to get way better compared to everybody. I mean, compared to the really good players. Yeah, I can't. Damn, it's not laying it down like I want. Lay the motherfucker down. Something. Ah. I really feel like once I get a better monitor, man, things are going to be much easier for me. Like, that's going to be faster refresh rate, man. This is with what you call it. This is not my mouse. This is just keyboard. So building feels like a superpower on Fortnite, huh? It kinda is, man, if you know what you're doing. Like it can be like, I mean, like people how they edit and shit. Like it's unbelievable how some people can just like how good they are. Like it's unbelievable. I figured it out. I gotta do it faster. I gotta lay it down faster, which is really what I thought anyways. You gotta be right here when you're ready to edit. You gotta be like, all ready to, boom. See, it's just easier with the keyboard because your left hand's doing everything while you're just laying it down with your right. See, with the buttons on the side of your mouse, if I'm trying to use that, like it's okay to lay like one or two things down like that, but in reality, it's much easier. Like, do you know how long it took me to like really build good with the before? It took me a while. Maybe it was because I was new to it, but man, it's much easier with keyboard. So now I'm gonna change my stairs. I don't have a stairs except for with my mouse. I might change my stairs to a mouse too. I mean, I'm trying to be. That's what the great players do. Most people don't even use a mouse. I mean, not really. There's a few people I think might use it. See, look. Like when I get to this point right here, I gotta look all the way down. That's not gonna happen. I don't know why. Well, it won't let me do it. I don't know, man. Hey, baby. Dude, that's so easy now. Shit, that is so easy. Compared to, that's with the keyboard. Like, doing it, look at that maze. Yeah, I know, right? I'm just fucking building like crazy. Alright, let me try something else here. Try. This is with a keyboard. Kind of messing around. Alright, now the thing is, I haven't really seen nobody do a double wall with both that. I was trying to work on that originally, but it's, I don't know how anybody would do it, but if I was going to do it, I wouldn't use my mouse, that's for sure. It would have to be stairs, floor, wall, like that. I don't know how they would do it though, because it's too much. You have to, you know what I mean? I think it's too much. Maybe I could do it maybe for 2 or 3 feet or 2 or 3 walls, but not like a really long way. Not in my opinion. I don't know, but I've been proven wrong before. What's up, Leon? Yeah, dude, like it's difficult. We're just working on some things. This is how you're gonna get better. This is how good players get great, and this is how bad players get good, and like this is just how you're gonna get better. I mean, surprise, surprise, you gotta practice. But to me, this is ultimately. Well, I'm so happy they have this mode in now. Like. Look at that. That's easy, man. I wouldn't say easy, but it's easy now compared to what it used to be. So. I don't know how. I'm just like, there's no like rhythm to it. Like all of this is rhythm, you know what I mean? But to do all 3 at once, I think the way I'd have to do it is to go like this. Like go like, let me try walking through it. It's no rhythm. I don't know. Just an idea. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it though. Let's just work on my editing skills. Let's just build a bunch of... Asshole keeps blowing my stuff up. I'm trying to work on edit stuff here. Ooh. All right. No more material. So look at that. So if I want to turn it, one second here. Alright, sorry about that. How much do you think a person can build with all the resources the map has to offer? What do you mean, like, what do you mean, like, how much a person can build? I guess as much as his heart's content. At this point, if you're like, there's people that I feel like if you don't want to play this game, you're not going to play it now. But as far as like, I know some people that are not interested in playing this game at all. Like, either you're into it or you're not into it. Like, I don't know. I feel like I made too much strides, like, not to play it now. You know what I mean? Well, see, why did it do that? Oh, I'm at the hot. No, I know why. I'm trying to think about what I need to do as far as like different keybinds and stuff. Like, I like my Q, but I'm thinking about, I don't know. I'm probably going to keep my keybinds as far as like with the mouse, but I think I need something different for when, like when I'm doing casually, like if I need to build like right up here, I can do like a double ramp easily, boom, boom, be done. But if I need to like go up against, like have a big battle. But if I need to like have a real battle when I'm going up against somebody really good, then I need to have it set to both ways at the same time, so I can choose which way's better. What's poppin'? What's up, punks? Punky wonky. Now we're just practicing some building techniques, different ones. What happened here? Some noob style, that's it. This is why this gun's so good now, because, I mean, it takes forever to reload, but if you need to break down a wall really fast, it'll break down metal, brick, or anything. That's why people use it. Let me double check on the metal. Yeah, it breaks down anything. One wall at least. That's why it's so good. Grab this. I fucked up, Brett. I fucked up. I fucked it, Brett. Yes, we know, Davy boy, you fucked up. We know you're always a fuck up. Like, Davy boy was a fuck up. Let's just face it. He fucked up all the time. Think. Gotta think about that one. Like, that doesn't even have very much bullet drop. Alright. I need to get ready to go to work, my dudes. So, I'm going to go ahead and call it session here. But, I will be back on later on tonight. I just got 2 games of work tonight for volleyball. So, plan on doing that really fast so I can get out of there. So, it's not going to be a long night. So, I'll be back tonight to play some more. We'll play DBD and I think I'm going to play... I think I'm going to jump on some PlayStation and probably play Life is Strange and Until Dawn. I might just play PlayStation tonight. I don't even know. So anyways, guys, I will see you guys tonight. I hope you guys have a good day, rest of your day. And I will see you guys tonight. I already said that 3 times, so I won't say it again. But take care, guys. Have a good day. And thanks for all the support, all the new subscribers, followers, and anybody who decided to just lurk and watch me today. I appreciate the support. All right, guys, it was a short session. I knew it would be just because I knew I had to go into work here in a little bit. So take care, guys. I'll see you guys tonight. Bye-bye. Is it true the Undertaker is going after shave commercials for hair regrowth? Don't know, brother. I don't know. See you later, punks. I'll see you tonight.